Hello everyone, welcome to another Unity tutorial. Apologies for the very long gap in between new tutorial videos. That's only just because I've actually got back from holiday, so I haven't been able to produce any. In this tutorial we're going to be making a day and night system. So we're going to implement a custom shader which is called Skybox Blended. It is available on the Unity wiki. Links in the description. I'll also provide the shader script on the actual tutorial webpage. But we're going to implement the current time in the day system. Day phases: dawn, dusk, night, and morning. Well, the 4 day phases. The last one completely escapes me, which is quite bad. We're going to make the sun arc through the sky, put in a fake moon as a lens flare, and arc that through the sky. And we're going to be using fog to just help improve the effect. So that's what we're going to do. So the first thing to do is to actually get the shader. So if you go to under art and then make a new folder called shaders, and then right click, create shader up here, and I just named mine Skybox Blended, and that's the actual shader. Link in the description. But what that will do is when we go under materials, create material, if I can find the word material there, skybox day night skybox, and where it says shader standard, if we go to render effects and then Skybox Blended, and we have all these texture slots. So then if we then click on front Z, that will be our day box. So then it would help if I imported the right package. Right click, import package, it'll be under environments or effects. Going to consult the asset store for a sec. Okay, because Unity 5 relies solely on a procedural skybox. And I want to get one which is like fully day, dusk, dawn, and completely night with stars. If you download the Sky5X1 package, which is free on the Unity Asset Store, and that will provide the base textures we need for the skybox for Unity 5. Well, to be able to be used in Unity 5. Import. If we just make a new top level folder, create folder, and I'm just going to call this Assets Store. The link will also be in the description of the exact package. But this is to just grab the textures, which we'll need. So if we head back into materials and go to Day Night Skybox, lock. So where it says front plus C, find Sky 53 plus C and add. Back minus C, do the same thing, and just keep filling it up. Plus X, minus X, plus Y, minus Y. Okay, so that's the daytime skybox. For the nighttime skybox, if we go to Sky 55, go to front, which plus C, minus C, plus X, minus X, plus Y, and minus Y. So you can already start to see the skybox there, and if we just mess with a blend, we can start to see how the skybox will transition into its like nighttime scene. There. Also, if we just remove the tint and set it to all black, just so then it's a little less harsh on the eyes. And then and that's the effect we're going to try and achieve. Okay. So now that our skybox material is done, we are now going to create our script. So under scripts, go to create folder, and this is environmental. Create C# script and call this the day night controller. Open up in Visual Studio, reload all. Okay, so we first need to know the how long each day is going to be. So how long to be, and that will be a public float cycle length, and we're just going to set it as a base of 1,500, and that's just the number of seconds in a day. We want to note the current time in the cycle, which will be current time in the cycle, which will be 0 minus cycle length, and that will be public float current time in cycle. Initialize that to 0. We want to know the number of hours in a day. Public float hours per day. We want to know the well, I was about to say actor, that's Unreal Engine 4 scripting. We want to know the transform position of the sun. So sun transform. Spell transform too, that would be great. Of the sun for rotation. If we make an enum with the day phases, so public enum day phase. So we're going to start off with so if blend starts at 0, it's just fully day. We're going to start off with day equals 0. Day goes into dusk. Day, dusk, night, and dawn. Now you don't actually have to put equals 0, equals 1, equals 2, equals 3, but I just like to have it, just then it keeps the whole int list thing going, plus I'm used to that as a programming convention. So we're now going to possible phases in the day. We are now going to create a variable, the current phase, the cycle is in, and this is going to be a public day phase, current phase. So that could be day, dusk. So that variable, I realize you can't see what I'm pointing at. This variable here will contain either day, dusk, night, or dawn. We're going to have a public float dusk time offset. And what this is that dusk occurs at current cycle time and cycle, sorry. So the offs 0.0f, so the offset this offsets the world hour. Dusk occurs at a specific hour. A value of 3 results in a value of 3, results in a 5 p.m. dusk it should be dawn. Wherever I wrote dusk before, that should be dawn. With value of 3 results in a 5 p.m. dawn on 5 a.m. dawn, even on a 24-hour clock. Should be dawn. Apologies. I'm just gonna move some values. Night, dawn, day, dusk. Dusk is a really odd word. I think I've said it far too much. Okay, now we need another variable, public float world time hour. Behind if I didn't put float twice. And what this does is stores the calculated hour of the day based on hours per day setting. And we're going to do the same thing for minutes. So public int minutes public float time per hour, because obviously the actual in-game time, it will be a scaled version of 24-hour time, which is what all these variables help to accomplish. It's calculated minutes of the day based on hours per day. Okay, so now we have all the timings. We now want to store the color values that the sunlight will change. So the ambient color for each day phase, public color full day is equal to new color, and this is going to be 253.f divided by 255.f 248.f divided by 255.f and 223.f divided by 255.f. Ready? This is not C++. You can't just write point F. You have to actually write the 0. Okay. So that's the full day, and of course we want full night. So public color full night is equal to new color, and this is going to be 32.0f divided by 255.0f, 28.0f divided by 255.0f, and 46.0f divided by 255.0f. It's full day, full night, and we now want the fog color to use at dawn and dusk. So this is public, no, some American spelling, color, dawn, dusk, fog is equal to new color 3.0f divided by 25.0f, 124.0f divided by 255.0f, and 102.0f divided by 255.0f. And we also want a fog color to use during nighttime, so night fog is equal to new color, and this is going to be 12.0f divided by 255.0f, 15.0f divided by 255.0f, and 91.0f divided by 255.0f. Okay, now we want to actually store the actual times when the phases change. So this is calculated times which the day phases occur based on quarter cycle length. So float, these are all private by the way, but I don't need to write private because that's not needed. Float dawn time, float daytime, float dusk time, float day, dawn, dusk, night time. So we want to actually get the 1/4 day cycle values, so, and store it somewhere else. So store it in a float called quarter day, and we also want a half quarter day. And of course, even though we're also changing the color, we also need to change the intensity, because of course at midday it's a lot brighter. So intensity of the sun, which will fade over time. Public float, just float light intensity. Okay. So So we first want to initialize, which is one of the functions earlier. A quarter day is equal to cycle length times by 0.25f, which basically divides it by 4. A half quarter day is equal to day cycle length. Sorry, not day cycle, that's just cycle length. And we basically want to divide it by 8, so it's times by 0.125. If we set dawn time to equal 0, daytime to equal dawn time plus half quarter day, dusk time to equal daytime plus half quarter day, and night time to equal dusk time plus half quarter day. And then time per hour is equal to day is equal to the cycle length divided by hours per day. And we also want to set the light intensity variable, so if get component light try that again. If sun transform dot get component light does not equal null, then light intensity is equal to sun transform dot get component light dot intensity. Also, if we ever need to reset the system, reset day-night system, void reset, cycle length is equal apologies. Cycle length 120.0f, hours per day is equal to 24.0f, dawn time offset is equal to 3.0f, full night. You have to, I should make you aware that I'm adapting my notes, which is why I probably say the wrong thing as I type, because I've changed, apologies, because I've changed some of the variable names, which is why I keep mistyping my variables. Full night is equal to ucolor 32.0f divided by 255.0f .0f divided by 255.0f 46.0f divided by 255.0f It's full night. Full day is equal to new color 253.0 f divided by 255.0 f 248.0 f 255.0 f 223.0 f divided by 255.0 f dawn, dusk, fog, oh, I just realised that what I'm typing is actually that. So you just basically copy and paste into reset. Night fog is equal to that. On start we call initialize or init because I'm slightly lazy. Okay, so we want to check the current phase in the day. So check, and that we want that to happen each frame. So check current phase in day. So if cycle time current time in cycle is greater than night time and current phase is equal to day phase dot dusk else if current time in cycle is greater than dusk time and current phase is equal to day phase dot day else if current time in cycle is greater than daytime and current phase equal to day phases dot dawn else if current time in cycle is greater than dawn time and current phase is equal to day phase dot night. Okay, we now want, for now we're just going to create some empty functions and we'll fill them in later, but set void public void set dawn public void set day public void set dusk public void set night. Okay. Here we're going to call set night. Here we're going to call set dusk. Set day. And set dawn. We also want true public void update. Well, update world time. Public void update daylight. Public void date fog. Okay, and we want to call those three at the end of the update function. Daylight. Current time and cycle plus equals time dot delta time. Current time and cycle is current cycle time. Cycle mod, which is percentage, and cycle length. Okay. Just making sure we don't have any errors, which we don't, so that's good. We can continue to our main functions. So under set dawn, if where is it? Standard transform.light since it's not equal null. LIGHT light enabled equals true. Current phase is equal to day phases dot dawn. For day, you want render settings dot ambient light is equal to day what was the variable called? Full day. Copy and paste the if statement again. No, it doesn't. So not transform.light, so that bit. Paste is equal to dot intensity, which is not right. Should be dot intensity is equal to light intensity. Finally, current phase is equal to day phases dot day. For dusk is just current phase current phase is equal to day phase dot dusk under set night, we want to basically do the same thing as we did in day. So if we just copy and paste, instead of full day, it's going to be full night. And that's fine. Just change that to night. Other way around. Like so. And just disable the light, which is that one. Paste. Change that to false. Save. Check there's no errors. It's fine. Warnings are fine for the moment. Okay. So, update world time. So in this function, hour, world time hour is equal to, so we want to explicitly cast it to an int, because we're going to do math f dot seal. Inside we're going to do current time and cycle divided by cycle length times hours per day plus dawn time offset mod hours per day plus 1. I think I missed a bit. I think I missed a few brackets. So that one goes to that one, that one. So that one should be that. That. Only assignment mod. I think it's just bracket placements. So it should be int mathf.seal, which returns the smallest integer greater or equal to the calculation, where it has the current time and cycle divided by the cycle length times by hours per day plus dawn time offset mod hours per day plus 1. That'll give us the world time hour. A little bit confusing. I shall explain it later on. Minutes is equal to int. Oh, by the way, this here is explicitly casting it to an int because that returns a float. So, but we want an int because it just makes things a lot easier for this stage. Okay, mathf.seal current time and cycle times by 60 divided by time per hour mod 60. Okay, so that's the update world time, where it says update daylight. So we want to check the current phase. So if current phase is equal to day phases dot dawn, and I don't need to duplicate brackets because Visual Studio does that for me. Float relative time is equal to current time and cycle minus dawn time. Render settings, ambient light is equal to color.lerp, and we want to lerp between full night and full day. We want to lerp between full night and full day over relative time divided by half quarter day. And at the same time, we also want to increase the light intensity, sorry. So I'm going to copy the if statement in set day, and instead of is equal to, it's going to be sunTransform.getComponent light.intensity is equal to intensity multiplied by relative time divided by half quarter day. Okay, now we want to do the same for dusk. So else if current phase is equal to day phases dot dusk. So if we just copy, paste, and this time instead of dawn time, it's dusk time, and that should be full night, and that should be, sorry, that should be full day, and that should be full night. And believe this bit should be half quarter day minus relative time, and then divide that again by half quarter day. Finally, we want to rotate the actual sun object. So sunTransform dot rotate around sunTransform dot position vector3 dot forward. Correction, not forward, because it usually rises in the east. It sits in the west. So we want to rotate vector 3 dot left. That took a lot of thought, which is worrying. Vector 3 dot left. And the angle will be time dot delta time divided by cycle length multiplied by 360. Now we want, well, first save, check for any errors, which we have one. What did I miss? What did I miss? I missed a bracket. Indeed, I have just missed a bracket. Okay. Next, we want to update fog. So we want to interpolate the fog colors between day and night. So if copy from update daylight, paste. So if it's dawn, float relative time, cycle time minus dawn time, render settings dot fog color is equal to color dot lerp, and this is going to be day fog, dawn dusk fog even, and day fog. Did I not make a day fog? I forgot to write a day fog, so yeah, I did. So public color day fog is equal to new color, and this is 180.0 f divided by 255.0 f. 208.0 f divided by 255.0 f, and 209.0 f divided by 255.0 f, and just copy and paste that down here too in the initialize function. Scroll back down, and then day fog. And we do not need to worry about that. So next we need to do the same thing for day. Lerp between day fog and dawn dusk fog. Copy the else if statement twice and change day to dusk and the second day to night. That should then be dawn dusk fog and night fog, and down here should be night fog and dawn dusk fog. But we're not done just yet, because under day it should be, instead of that for the amount of time it takes to transfer, well, to alert, it should be quarter day plus half quarter day. And that should all be divided by relative time. Relative time divided by. And the same thing goes for night. Paste. Check for any errors. None. Okay. For now, that's our day-night controller. If we create an empty game object and call this one game manager, game manager, and then add the day-night controller to it. Where it says sun transform, create a, oh, don't create, it's there. It's under world sun, so just drag sun into the sun transform, set current phase to day. If you click play, you can see the current time and cycle increases, and the sun rotates around, but it's going, for my personal liking, it's going in the wrong direction. But you can leave this if you want, but I am just going to change the rotation, which is in update. No, where did I put it? Update world time. Date here to right. Save. Play. So now we have that. Just to speed things up, cycle length is 60. Okay, there's an issue going from dusk to night. So, let's just check that. float. Total time is dust time, ambient light. Ah. No, wait, no, that's fine. I'll come back. I'll fix that bug in the I don't have an idea. Dawn. Day. Dusk. Night. Probably have a current phase equals in the wrong place somewhere. I will hunt the bug down later. I'm now going to work on the skybox to make it a little bit more beautiful. So we have our shader, which we downloaded from last time. We need to add a variable. Float skybox blend value blend factor 0.0f. Create a new void. I'm just going to at the bottom for simplicity. Void update skybox blend. So basically copy and paste what's in update fog. Float relative time minus dawn time. Instead of that, we want to do skybox blend factor. I'm going to change that because that's going to annoy me. That's a capital A. And then rename. And that's fixed. Skybox blend factor is equal to 1 minus relative time divided by half quarter day. Here skybox blend factor is equal to 0. Here skybox blend factor is equal to relative time divided by half quarter day. And here skybox skybox blend factor is equal to 1.0f. At the end, go to render settings, dot skybox dot set float, and we want to set the blend float with the skybox blend factor. And just call that in update. After fog, save, go to window, lighting, where it says skybox default skybox, change that to skybox we just made, which is M day night skybox. It's fine. So then we go play. You can see it changes. Well, the skybox looks nicely. The lighting still has to be fixed. But as you can see, that's a very basic day-night system until that happens. I should probably put out an epilepsy warning at this point, which is a bit late, so I will. So, I urge caution when working with lighting. But how long have I been going for? I have been going for just over an hour. Okay, so we'll leave it there. For the most part, it works for 90%, well, for about 80% of the cycle. I will come back in the next video with the fix for transferring from dusk to night. Thanks everyone for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to like it below, comment with any suggestions, any feedback, whether you liked, dislike the video, what you do to make it better, any questions or concerns, leave them below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks guys, bye.